Today we're talking about the top 3 reasons why you would want to have a compact camera setup and how this will help you become a better photographer, or at least take more photos. So the first reason why I use this compact camera setup is the simplicity of taking photos. I use a lot of these cameras in my daily work and everything, and they're often big bulky setups and just stuff you would use for your professional work. And it's always nice to have something smaller that you can carry around that's not such a weight on you, like a lot of these bigger cameras, you use these big lenses, you attach a gimbal, you then attach your monitor and your sound and everything, and by the time you've kitted this thing out, you've got this massive camera rig that you got to lug around, and it actually takes away, obviously this is shooting video, but the same with photos. I mean, you have your tripod, or you have your flash, or you have your flash stands in your studio shooting photography, and you kind of get to the point where you just want to break it down to its simplest form and enjoy taking photos again, because there's so much to think about when you're on a shoot and when you're taking photos that you kind of want to move away from that. You want to simplify it and you just want to get out there and take photos. Again, this will be for yourself. So having a compact camera setup helps you do this. It encourages you to take a camera with you wherever you're going. The second reason is in the name. It's compact, it's small, it's easy to carry with you. You can just pop it in your hoodie pocket, not necessarily your jeans pocket or anything. It's not that small and compact. It helps you to have a camera on you at all times and want to take more photos. It simplifies the process and it makes it easier for yourself and kind of reminds you why you fell in love with taking photos in the first place. The third reason is that something that I've actually touched on previously is just taking more photos, like to get out there and capture more memories, take more photos, try new things, different compositions, and also using one lens the entire time. Obviously, you need to find the most compact lens you can at a focal length that you particularly enjoy taking photos at. I'm gonna show you guys what my compact camera setup is at the moment. So obviously I'm a Sony shooter, and when you're looking for something small when it comes to Sony, there's not a lot of options. So obviously my option, or one of my only options, is going to be the Sony A7c. So obviously I want a full frame camera. I want to be able to take great photos at the same time. This thing is pretty small. It's pretty tiny as far as the cameras that Sony provide go. And this is what I've been using. I used this for a while for my professional work until I got the Sony A7 IV, which is what I'm shooting on now. And now this has kind of gone to a B camera, as well as my personal walk around everyday camera basically that I can take with me and shoot just really great quality photos. And if I want to, shoot some video as well, because this is also a great video camera. It still takes 4K video up to 30 frames a second. And to be honest, like for the little walkabouts and things that I want, there's not much more that I want. I'm not going to be shooting any slow motion or anything particularly. I'm using it for majority taking photos anyways. Again, just have like a nice small little camera with you as well. It's got its flippy screen, which is fantastic. So if you really do want to get any sort of low angle shots, the older you get, the less you're going to want to bend over and try get nice and low. So to have this flippy screen where you can just put it nice and low and just flip the screen so you can see what you're getting is amazing. I want to get into the lens that I'm currently using for my small setups. Obviously Sony do not have a lot of small lenses, but a while back they did bring out a compact lens trinity basically. These are full frame lenses as well, and I recently found one of these. I believe they come out in a 24mm, a 40mm, and a 50mm. So I opted for the 50mm as I enjoy this focal length quite a bit. I find a lot of people, when they're shooting street, they like to go nice and wide, or at least 35mm is kind of their limits. I really enjoy shooting a lot of details. I enjoy having a little background blur in my photos as well. I just like that look, portraiture, stuff like that. I even shoot landscapes with this 50mm. I enjoy that more than wider lenses, because you can actually, in terms of the focal range, when you go wider with lenses, things start to look further away. But if you stick to more 50mm, it's closer to what the eye sees. So that I find the landscapes actually start looking a bit more natural and what you saw on the day. Like you can see this beautiful landscape. You'll take this wide lens photo and it'll look like you were standing like 50 to 100 meters further back than you actually were. And I don't particularly enjoy that. So this is why I enjoy using the 50mm for that landscape photography as well. In terms of build and everything, these little compact lenses, these little G lenses are amazing. It's like a full metal build. It's got a nice clicky aperture ring, which you can also declick if you want, so nice and quiet for video if you want to do that. It's got an AF/MF switch. It's also got a little programmable switch here on the side as well. So I picked up, like I said, the 50mm, so obviously it's a nice compact little setup with the Sony A7c and this little 50mm lens. So for me, the A7c is the ideal, especially if you shoot with Sony. It's going to be your ideal compact camera setup, especially just because it does take such great photos. It is basically a baby A7 III, which is still a fantastic camera, even though we've got all the new cameras coming out at the moment. For me, my compact setup that I can just take out and shoot photos for myself personally, or traveling with or something, ideal. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy the information, and if you do enjoy the videos I make, please like and subscribe. It really does help and keep me motivated to keep making these videos, because I do get a little lazy in terms of making them. So thank you again, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you guys take it easy.